What's going on, everybody? Oh man, had some issues earlier on the live stream, so I'm trying to figure it out now. I told everybody I was going live and really didn't get the opportunity to get on here because I was having issues a little earlier. So let me see. Let's see if I can get some people on here. Here we go. I see somebody coming on. What's going on? I tried to get on here earlier with the group so I could get it posted to my channel, but I was having a lot of technical issues. I did say that I was going to come on and answer people's questions. So I decided to come on here, have some issues with the new technology, the new computer. What's going on? What's going on? What we got on here? What's up? How you doing? If y'all want to catch that live stream that we just had, Mark Saito had it on his channel. All of the YouTube vendors were together, but we all had a lot of issues trying to get it posted to all of our channels. So Mark seemed to be the only one to be able to get it to post to his channel. Notification squad. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I know I put one up earlier, and I know people were trying to get on, but it was having an issue with the camera. It wasn't letting me get the camera on. It wasn't letting me post it to my channel. So not really sure what was going on. But for those of you who were on that stream, you can actually see the whole stream on Mark Saito's channel. I started getting a little frustrated because I couldn't figure out what was going on, but I definitely have the issues taken care of. I definitely have oh, Mark is live right now too. I definitely have the issues taken care of by the next time we get on there. Antonio Bustamante, new subscriber. Awesome, man. Glad to see my new subs on. We just had a nice little live stream, but I mean, we had a lot of issues. We had a lot of issues with the live stream. We had Brian from Vending Nation, Jamie Bonez, his channel's going crazy. Farmsworthy Vending was on there. Azan Khan, Ryan the Hustler. We had Reyes the Entrepreneur was on there. Everybody came through, but I was having issues with my camera. I couldn't get it uploaded to my channel. So like I say, anybody who would like to go back and see that, y'all can go see it at Mark Saito's channel. I don't think anybody else posted it. I don't know if Dominic Barbado was on there too. He's a vendor in New York. So 26 subscribers away from 100. That's awesome, man. I remember when I was trying to get my first 100. It seemed like it was taking forever. But the good thing is with YouTube, you can build momentum. As you start getting more subscribers, you can build up your momentum. The issue I've been having is I built up right around the 7,000 subscribers, recording on my phone and editing everything from my phone. Just now recently did I get a new computer, and I'm working on getting some new cameras and microphones this month because I want to improve the quality. But excuse is just whatever you make for yourself. You can do whatever you want. I just posted a video on what I made on YouTube, my first $1,000 month. So, I mean, you can create things for yourself. You just have to put the work in. There's no excuses. I was just talking about that. There's no excuses. Excuses are what you create for yourself. No excuses. Anybody can start a YouTube channel. Anybody can start a vending business. Anybody can start some kind of side business to get things going. Let's see what we got going on here. We missed it. Kept looking for your channel, and Jamie's couldn't find y'all. Yeah, Integrity Vending and Fun. Y'all go check out that channel too. They got a good channel over there. We were having some issues. Jamie was actually the one who put the who had it who he hosted the Zoom call, but he was having an issue with his internet. He was having slow speed internet because he's up in New Hampshire and he doesn't have the best signal over there. And then I was having some issues because I set the time for 7 o'clock, but for some reason it didn't register the Eastern time. It registered 7 o'clock Western time. And I'm not sure why. I couldn't figure out how to get it changed back. So that's why mine wasn't going live. And then I was on Zoom and I was on OBS and I was trying to run it all the same time on YouTube. So it was, oh, who do we have here? $5 super chat. Anahi Jerez, $5 super chat. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Let me check out Anahi Jerez. Anahi Jerez, do you have a channel? Do you have a vending channel? Or do you have a YouTube channel? Excuse me. In the YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you do. I send people to go check out your channel. I appreciate the super chat donation. That's always awesome to get those. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know what the issue was. I was on 3 different platforms. We were doing the meeting on Zoom. We had it streaming through OBS. And then when I tried to stream it to YouTube, somewhere there was a connection that was that wasn't going through properly. But we definitely try to get together once a month. We did it last month, and then we did it again today. But we had a lot of technical issues. So hopefully we'll get everything taken care of by next month when we go all live again together. And hopefully we can actually have a good stream this time. Because, you know, we want to get on there. We want to answer all you guys' questions. We know people have a lot of questions about the vending business. And we all want to collaborate and put our minds together. And, you know, give each one of our experiences. Because maybe some of y'all might not relate to me, but might relate to one of the other guys. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe you don't relate to one of the other guys. Maybe you'll relate to my story. Or maybe you'll like the way that one of them do it. Or the way that another one does it. So we all just try to get together and give you the best information that we can. We're all out here trying to improve and get each other to grow. I do everything on my phone too. Sometimes you got to do it like that. You got to do whatever you can. Whatever makes it happen. Did you guys see Jamie Ibanez 7 video and about to hit 9,000? Yeah, he took off, man. But you know what? Some people will make things happen faster, and some people will make things happen slower. And it's good to compare in a positive way, because comparison in a positive way helps you to improve. But never compare yourself in a negative way, you know, because it's always going to be somebody who's better than you at anything. And it's always going to be someone that you can help bring up as well. So you learn from the people who are at a higher level from you, and you try to bring the people up who are at a level lower than you. Anahi Jerez, I don't. Okay. Control Alt Delete usually helps. Okay, where we at? She's just a real one. I just like going around donating a few bucks. Hey, that's cool. It's always appreciated. I'm getting ready to get like I said, I'm getting ready to get some mics and some cameras. I definitely got to get a nice camera this month. I might go get me one of them Canons. I actually went to Best Buy the other day and I tried to get a real nice one. But since they had I guess they had a sale on it, everybody had went over there and bought them all out. But I'm looking at one right now. I might just buy it online. I was trying to get it right then and there. Yes, it said it was supposed to start at 9 p.m. I wrote that in the group. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I know that when I go on there, I put my time on there. We were supposed to start at 7 Eastern time, and I put it on there as 7 Eastern time. And for some reason, it always puts it on there. It kicks it back and it changes it to Western time, and then it has me waiting like 3 hours because they're 3 hours behind. So not really sure why it's been doing that, but I'm getting ready to work on some things. Enjoy the rest of your night. Buy yourself something nice. Don't go spending it all in one place. Hi, Mike. I'm inspired. You inspired me to start a route. Have 5 locations. Got them in January. FCB 358. Hey, that's awesome, man. What kind of machines did you get started with? The triple head machines or gumball machines? Mike, when's the new video? Not sure. I've been working on a couple of them. I have this new editing app, the Adobe Premiere Pro. So that last video that I did, I actually did on the Adobe Premiere Pro, where I put up how I made $1,000, how I made over $1,000 in 28 days in less than a month on YouTube. And that was my first time editing with Adobe Premiere Pro. So I'm still kind of learning the program. I've been doing it for over a year on my phone, so I can do almost anything I need to do with editing on my phone on the KineMaster app. But I wanted to get my production quality better, so that's why I went and invested in the new computer and invested in the new Adobe Premiere editing system, because there's a lot more things that I can do with that. Also, I'm getting ready to invest in a camera, so I'm trying to make the quality better. But it's a learning process because, like I say, I don't have any experience with Adobe. That was my first video that I edited the other day. I have a couple videos that I've been working on my phone, but I don't have any new footage. I'm really waiting to get this camera because I got a collections coming up, but I want to make it a nice video. I want to get good quality with it because I know a lot of people have been complaining about how the quality comes up on some of the platforms that they watch it on. Okay, let's see what we have here. Are you a personal trainer? Yes, I am. I do that usually in the mornings up to about early afternoon during the week. Do you get worried about people stealing your bulk candy machines? No, I don't really worry about that. I haven't had any issues with that at all. I usually put them in locations where um, they're pretty much not going to get taken away for the most part, because either there are cameras or people around all the time. So usually I don't have any issues. People usually don't just walk out with them or anything like that. I guess it depends on the area you're going to put it in. I wouldn't put it in a place like that's outside or a place that someone can get to it easy. So you definitely want to put it in a place that's, you know, seems a little bit more safe to have it. In a small city, just so to what? Just go to all the mom and pop shops and try to ask if they want if they want any candy machines. Yeah, your biggest thing is you have to get out there and you just have to ask. If you want to get locations, it doesn't matter what type of machines you want to get into, whether you want to start with small bulk machines or honor boxes, or if you want to go ahead and start, at a higher level with soda and snack machines. Um, when you go into full line machines, my recommendation would be, don't necessarily start with a snack machine. Start with a soda machine first, because sometimes the snack machine is just aggravating, and then you have products that people won't buy and they'll go stale. And but with the soda, you have like your basic sodas that are always going to sell, and my soda machines are always have way more stacks of money than my snack machines. So there are locations that the snack machines do good. In some locations, you're just going to have the snack machine with the soda machine. But if you're just starting out and you're starting in these mom and pop places, my recommendation would be to start with the soda machines when you go to full line, because that's what you're going to have your best outcome with. When I put my soda machines up, like I'm actually tempted to switch the majority of my machines to just strictly soda machines, because that's what I always have the best luck with. I always have the best outcome there. My best collections are there. Do you have any candy machines for sale, or where should we purchase them from? Uh, Me, I always buy my machines. When I bought my smaller candy machines, I bought them online. I'd go on Craigslist. I'd go on Facebook Marketplace pages. And when I go on those pages, I always try to find people who are getting out of the business. So they just want to get rid of them and they sell them for a discount. And then they're already selling it at a low price. And then I, I lowball them anyway. I hit them with a low price, lower than what they're asking. And a lot of time, they'll tell me, "Oh no, I'm not desperate to sell my route or this and that." But then they can't get rid of it, so they end up coming back to me later because I tell them, my offer still stands. If you want to get rid of the machines, if anything changes, just let me know. And a lot of time they get back with me, and I'll get some good deals. So I got a lot of good deals starting out when I was doing a lot of the candy bulk machines. But now, as a lot of you know, I'm already transitioning into full line machines, and I want to transition into more soda machines and arcade machines. So that's what I've been focusing on, trying to get a few more full line machines. I have a I'll have a collection coming up here real soon on that BMW location. I want to see what happens with that with the air vent system as well. Do you have a Facebook group? Yeah, Chrome Vending. Go check it out. Okay, what do we have here? I got lost in the comments. They're scrolling up and down. Okay. What do you use to record your videos as of right now? What I was using was just my phone. I had another little camera that one of my subscribers actually had sent me a long time ago to try to help me get my quality better. And then when I recorded it, there was no way for me to transfer it to my computer. I couldn't figure out how to edit on my computer. I was editing on my phone, and I couldn't transfer those files to my phone. And then I was having an issue with the audio. It was a Fitbit GoPro, but now I'm just gonna go get a Canon, a nice camera, so that I can get real good resolution. I can get good audio. I'm gonna get a couple mics to go with it, and I'm trying to get all that taken care of this month. But it's definitely a pretty pricey investment because I bought a brand new computer too. So I bought a brand new computer. I bought noise cancellation headphones. I got a camera coming and two mics. So it's gonna be like right around like three stacks, like $3,000. So it's not a light investment, but it's all worth it. So whatever I get in YouTube, I put back into YouTube. Whatever I get in vending, I put back into vending, and that's how you're gonna make your business grow. Anytime I make money in vending, my collections, I put it back in more machines, more products, more things to do with vending. Any money that I make off of ad revenue or anything to super chat or affiliate marketing or uh, YouTube Premium, any way that YouTube pays, I put that back into YouTube. And that's the only way you're going to grow your business. You always have to put it back in and then keep your active income job. And that will pay your bills and take care of the things you need to do to keep living. And then you build your businesses on the side. So simultaneously, while I'm building my vending business, I'm also building my YouTube brand and my YouTube business. And then during the week, I do my training. And that allows me to live comfortably, until I get my other things taken off. Okay. Look around your price range for reviews on cams so you find one that feeds your specific needs. Always good when considering technology. Yeah, I was looking around and I was thinking about maybe going to buying one online on one of these marketplace uh, uh, pages, or maybe buying one in a pawn shop or something like that. And as I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I don't want to try to save $150, $200, and get a camera that's not really the greatest. So I don't mind spending a little extra just to make sure that I have something that's going to work well. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy a brand new one. I definitely want to have good quality because it wouldn't make sense for me to go cheap right now. And then 6 months down the line, as my channel grows more and more, then I got to go invest in a whole new camera anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy new. I'm to the point that, I just need to get good stuff. I did what I had to do as far as I could. And like I always say, it's not always about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. So if you don't have all the resources, don't complain. Figure out a way to make it happen for yourself. Do what you got to do until you get to the point where you can get what you need. And that's good because that sets goals for yourself. I always wanted to be able to record on Adobe and have a good camera and figure out, this computer technology. Up until I dealt with YouTube, I really never got on the computer at all. I just trained people. I worked out in the gym, and I didn't know too much about technology. I didn't really care. But now that I got into YouTube and I seen it's an avenue also to make money on top of vending, I've been focusing more time on creating videos and getting that together. So yeah, don't make excuses for yourself. Figure out ways to make things happen. You inspired me to start a route. I have 3 head candy machines and a pop machine. All right, that's awesome, man. So you got a nice little start. Jesus Christ. This guy's name is Jesus Christ on this page name. What up, Mike? I was interested in making money and saw your vending videos not too long ago. Hey, that's awesome. I think all of us on here are interested in making money in some format or another. So I'm always looking for different things. I'm always looking for different hustles. The way I understand that wealthy people, really truly wealthy people, and I don't mean upper middle class, I mean truly wealthy people, they take their money and they put it to work for them. They make their money become an employee for them. Take the money that you're making and don't just spend it on liabilities, just spend it on stuff. Buy assets. Rich people, wealthy people buy assets with their money. And then whatever you make from that asset, then you take that to go buy whatever you want. But now you have an asset generating money. And that's what you want to do with your money. You want to put it into something that's going to generate money. So that's why I started investing in vending machines, because if I invest my money in vending machines, I don't just go buy a lot of brand new machines, put them up, put some candy in it, and hope that it's going to make me my money back in a year's time or whatever. I go buy a bulk amount of machines, sell a few of them, make as much of my money back as I can, if not all of it, and then place the machines that I have left for free, aside from the product that I have to put inside of it. And then I'm already almost back to being back on top again. So if you can figure out a way to hustle and make it work to your advantage, you can do it with almost anything. My volume is low. Okay, let me see here. My microphone is way over here. What about now? Let me move over here. Can you hear me better now? Thanks for letting me know. Y'all let me know in the comments if you can hear my audio better now. Soli Dio Gloria. Thanks for letting me know. Which cannon, Mike? Highly suggest too. I don't know. I got a buddy, he does videos, and he was suggesting one to me, and that was the one that I went to try to get. I'm not really familiar with him. I don't know a lot about him yet. But one thing about Mike G, he's never afraid to try. So I go and just dive into something new, and I kind of figure it out as I go. So this will be a new learning experience for me. I do pick things up pretty fast once I start dealing with them, just because of sheer dedication, just because I want it. I'm sure there are people who learn a lot faster than I do, but just that I'm motivated to get it, and I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it until I get it. So that's a good type of attitude to have. Y'all do me a favor, hit them thumbs up button. Let me see if I can get a couple thumbs up buttons on here. I appreciate it. Maybe YouTube will recommend me to a few more people. Somebody can give me some good advice on here. Get a camcorder off of eBay with 1080p and 60 FSPs or FPS. Just search these together and go to the auctions and get a good camcorder with crisp image quality. I'm not really sure which ones to look for. So I'm just gonna get a new one. About to get 14 machines, 9 soda, 4 snack, 1 ice cream for 3,000. Is it worth it? Well, I guess it depends if they all work and are they all on location. If they all work and they're all on location, then I would say that's a really good deal. Uh, Even if they're not on location, it's still a good deal for 9 soda machines, 4 snack machines, and 1 ice cream machine. Make sure they all work. Make sure you check your machines really well. Make sure that the compressor works in the soda machine, that they're getting cold. Make sure every slot works. They're kicking out. Uh, I mean, if it doesn't have keys and locks, that's a pretty cheap fix. But if you don't have that, that's not wouldn't be too much of an issue. That sounds cheap. Yeah. Still working on my second location, guys. You'll get it. You just got to keep asking places everywhere. What up with the POPO? Oh, with the Popo poster. Yeah, that's an album. That's actually an album up there. So that's just what was on it. A police car. Your soda machines are the best choice. Yeah, definitely. Soda machines. Soda machines are what I would recommend to anybody who wants to get into full line. I would recommend they start with soda machines. That's probably going to be your best bet. And then if you get a location that you just feel like you want to put a snack machine, then go for it. If you feel like if you're generating enough sales, but if you're starting out, I would say stick mostly with the soda machines because the snack machines sometimes they get frustrating, especially when you see that nobody's buying some of your snack choices and things start to go stale on you and go bad, and it's like a waste of product, it's a waste of money, and then you're like hustling in reverse. So so if I was to get 3 machines, I should get 2 soda, 1 snack. I was thinking of doing it the other way around, but I'll take your advice. Uh, I mean, you got every location's different, and you might have better luck with the snack machines. I just noticed that my soda machines seem to always do well, and other vendors that I speak with, because I speak with so many different vendors on a regular basis, just on a daily basis alone. And most people that I speak with, a lot of them tell me that they like the soda machines better. That soda machines do a lot better than their snack machines. But I have people who have great locations that the snack machines sell out too. So it all depends on your location. I'm not telling you that to discourage you from getting a snack machine because snack machines can do well. But just make sure you're checking in. Make sure you're checking in the right places. Okay, let me see. These comments are bouncing around on me. Still working my second location. Okay. Uh, Always landed a new location within my first hour of looking and got 2 yesterday. Let's get it. Jeremy Laurie. Hey, that's good, Jeremy. What locations did you get? Okay. I saw that old guy broke into one of his snack machines. Yeah, I had a little vandalism, a little damage at the senior apartment complex that I have. But I got it taken care of. I got some cameras on it now, and it's all taken care of. I haven't had any issues with it since. So sometimes instead of complaining, you just got to figure out what's the solution to the problem. Why buy the machines when you can create one for yourself for like $25? It's quite easy. Okay. So what type of machine are you talking about creating for yourself for $25? You could buy a machine for $25 and avoid the work of having to create it for yourself. I bought a whole bunch of machines one time and I got them for $5 each because I bought so many of them. Actually, they were even less than $5. So you just got to look, you got to search. and then you gotta be able to negotiate and bargain with people, and make an offer less, and try to create that business for yourself. Do you have any machines in outdoor locations? Do they require additional maintenance? Um, I have had some machines in the outdoor locations. I don't have any outdoor right now, but I've had issues with candy melting when I have my bulk machines, my candy machines, and outside locations like the flea market, because it deals with the weather and it has to deal with all those issues. The soda machines, I had it outside when it wasn't too much of an issue with the food line, but I did have a cover over it, so it was all right. Shout me out, Mike. Brandon B. Shout out, Brandon B. Okay. There are arcade machine out here, the one that you can win CDs or DVDs or gift cards. The guy wants $75 for it. And you always gotta, I mean, you gotta make that decision. Is that something that you want to deal with? And if it is, you get it. If you don't, if you feel you want to do something else, then you just figure out what machines will work best for you. If you want to try it, by all means, go ahead and try it and see what you can do with it. Sometimes when you try stuff, that's how you find things that work. You have to try. Some people just don't even want to try. You got to try things. You might be good at a whole lot of things you don't even know because you never tried. GoPro should be easy to transfer. I believe you just use your USB connector from it and connect it to your computer, and your computer will read it and can transfer your files out. Yeah, I had no problem transferring it to the computer. My issue was transferring it to my phone because it was a different format. And I do out and up to this point, I had been doing all my editing on my phone. Just recently, over the weekend, I started trying to figure out how to edit on Adobe Premiere Pro. What licenses or certifications are necessary to start a vending business? Well, when I started, I didn't have anything. I just started putting them out. And then I went into one of my locations one day. It was at a club, and the the head guy over there told me that one of the guys from the city came in and he was complaining because there were other vending machines in there and they all had the city tax certificate certification. And he said that I needed to get one for my machines to have them in that location. So I went down to the city tax office and I just started asking questions. So each city and state is different in their regulations. So go down to your city tax office and ask questions. Tell them what you want to do. You want to start a business, and they'll give you a tax certificate. I've heard different prices in different cities and states. Here in Florida, for me to get one in this county, it's $3 per machine for the entire year. And it doesn't matter if it's a bulk candy machine, an arcade machine, whatever kind of machine it is, it's only $3 per machine per location. So that I would definitely say to start with. If you have any assets and you want to just be protected, I would say get insurance. You definitely should get insurance just to be protected, and also get an LLC. If you do it yourself, it's not that much money. It's like right around $100, maybe a little over. And at least you're protected because now you have a limited liability company that is protecting your assets. So, and it's very simple to do. You can go online, you can fill everything out, and then they send it to you within, like, usually within a week. You should be able to get it. And then you'll have your limited liability company. And if there's ever an issue, if somebody tries to sue you, they won't be able to sue you for your house or houses or properties, cars, whatever assets you have, businesses. They'll only be able to sue you for what is in that particular business, like whatever is actually in Chrome vending. That's why it's always good to keep your business money separate. Don't mix your business money. But those are definitely the three things that I would say to start with. So get your tax certificate, get your because that's like your business license, get your insurance, and get your LLC. What type of computer did you get? I got an Alienware. I actually did a video on it, but I guess because when I did a video on it, it didn't get promoted much because it wasn't a vending video. and my channel is usually mostly about vending. Is he looking at chat for questions or is he answering questions from another platform? This almost seems pre-recorded. No, I'm answering them right now. It's not pre-recorded. This is live. I'm just looking over here on the side because on the side is where all my comments pop up. Do you make all your monthly income in vending? No, vending is just something that I do on the side. Um, I'd like to build my vending in YouTube to a point where it's a lot higher, and then I can focus on other things. But I definitely don't do it only from vending. Now I'm trying to get it to the point where my YouTube is really paying a nice amount, and I have a few other things going on that I set up as well. But I definitely would recommend that everybody have multiple streams of income. Don't only rely on your job. Don't only rely on one source of income, because if that ever falls out from under you somehow, you know, God forbid you ever get in a situation where you have to lose your job and that's the only source of income you have, because it's going to be really hard for you. So you need to start thinking ahead now. If you have a job, I'm not telling you to quit your job and then go just start a vending business or any other business. You definitely want to have that job, have your active income, but use that money to invest in something on the side to continue making you money. That's the best way to try to make it. Always have multiple things coming, and then use that money once it gets to the point where it's really profiting. After you keep growing that business, then you can start taking money and start investing in something else. And that way, if you ever lose a job or lose one of the things you have going on, if you got 10 different sources of income and you lose two or three of them, it doesn't matter because you still have seven sources of income, active income coming in. So that's what I always try to do. Always keep something going on. Farnsworthy Vending. Hey, brother, had to stop in. I'm hopping back and forth between you and Mark. Yeah, I need to go check out Mark. I work and use everything I have till it's paid, till its full potential. No, he has a computer. He gonna get fat. Nah, definitely not. Definitely won't let that happen. Y'all have to always, you got to invest. I mean, you got certain things you want to do on your computer. You want to get things going. And I understand investing a lot of time. I invest a lot of time in my work, but you always have to make sure you find that time for exercise. You have to find time to learn. You have to find time to exercise, even if it's just 30 minutes invested in each, 30 minutes in learning something, 30 minutes in exercise. A lot of time, even if I'm exercising, I'm listening to something that's going to help me to learn, to get better on my YouTube or to get better with my vending business or just to learn something in general about investments. But usually it seems like I'm always trying to figure out more things about filming and editing and creating better video quality now. Much respect to you. Keep grinding. J40, thanks a lot. Uh, what's up? What's up? That's the secret. Make your money work for you. You have to put your money to work for you. You put your money out just like an employee. That's it. Make your money go to work for you. Wealthy people buy assets. Poor people buy liabilities. That's all you have to remember. Well, if you're going to buy something with your money, think about what you're buying. It's hard to make your money. You got to work for it. So when you get it, why do you just want to throw it away on stuff? What am I buying here? Am I buying something that's going to make me more money? Or am I just buying some junk that just my money's just sitting there, something I'm going to place on a desk in a room somewhere and not use? And if you want to, I mean, I'm not telling you don't enjoy and treat yourself, but for the majority, you want to take as much of your money as you can and invest it in something that's going to turn over and make more money for you. And once you figure out how to do that, no matter what it is, that's when your financial situation is going to change. What's your icebreaker to get in the door? Do you use business cards? And that is California MW. Well, it depends on what type of location it is. When I was going to the bulk machine locations. I was going to a lot of mom and pop places, and I would just go in and tell them I'm a local vendor, and I say that I had these candy machines, and I show them a photo of it. I have triple headed, offers three options. You know, this seems to be the best one. Maybe you want it for your employees, maybe you want it for your customer, this and that. I service it free of charge. I place it here. I come back and service it every, you know, give or take, depending on how often it needs it, every between 30 to 60 days. And usually I see like 45, maybe 45 is about the time that I go back on the most part. If it's a full line soda machine that I'm trying to get in, sometime I go to like, instead of mom and pop, I go to like a little bigger establishments, and I try to catch some workers outside or anybody I can see who looks like they work there coming out. And I ask them if they have any soda or snack vending machines. And sometimes they tell me yes, sometimes they tell me no. And then if they tell me no, then I say, you know, what do you think about having them there? Would you be interested in something like that? And I tell them I'm a vendor. Who would be the person I would speak to about asking to get them in, especially if they tell me it's a good idea. A lot of time people, you just start conversations. If you can start a conversation with people, then that's the best way to go. I start a conversation with them and they just start spilling out everything. Either they'll tell me, oh, yeah, man, that'd be a great idea because, like, we only get 45 minutes for lunch and then we got a driveway over here. And then by the time we get our stuff and come back, there's no time to eat or whatever the story might be. So if you could just find somebody outside, that's pretty much what I do. And then they'll lead me to the right direction and they'll tell me who I need to go speak with. So then I go in and I'll speak with the head person. And even if they tell me they do have machines, sometimes I go in anyway. And I'll find out, I ask them, I say, you know, are you having any issues with your machines or do they work fine? Do they work good? And sometimes they'll tell me there are issues with them. They don't work. The guy never comes and refills the machine or reservices them, so they're always empty. And you know, in that case, then I will give my business card and I tell them, you know, if you have any issues and you decide that you want to, you know, if anything changes down the line in the future and you decide you need another vendor, here's my business card. And sometimes they'll tell me like right then, like they already want to get rid of whatever they have going on. So that's how I work about going to get in. Jamie Bonnet, what's up, Mike? What's up, man? He just got off the live stream with us as well. Okay, hello, Mike. Glad you're on late. I never can catch your videos. Yeah, the reason I actually came on is because all of us vending YouTubers, we just did a collaboration and we had so many issues. I couldn't go live. Brian from Vending Nation couldn't go live. Farnsworthy Vending couldn't go live. So the only one who actually went live was Mark Saito. So he has that video on his channel, but I had posted on my Facebook channel and I posted everywhere that I was going to go up. I was going to go live. So that's why I just came on here afterwards to go ahead and go live anyway, just to answer some of the questions that a lot of people have been having. I've been getting a lot of questions on my page, on my channel, on the comment section, people asking some questions. So just wanted to come on here and try to answer as many of these questions as I could. You know what, Mike? I like how you said this about liability because I was just watching your old video on this topic on how rich people think different from poor people. This is motivation. Now Jesus is pumped. All right, awesome, man. Glad you could be motivated. I just try to make this the best decisions I can, and I know where I want to be. I want to be in a position of wealth. I don't want to just be like I hear people say, "Oh, well, you know, money's not everything. I don't care about being rich or wealthy. I just want to live comfortable." And then I realized, you know what? To live comfortable, you have to be wealthy. You actually have to make a lot of money. And then that's the only way to live comfortable is to make a lot of money. And the people that I see that are wealthy and the people who actually live in the best lives are the people who have a lot of money to do things they want to do. They're traveling all over the place. They're doing the things that they want to do because they're making good money. And they don't work. A lot of them don't just work like a minimum wage job or a 9-to-5 job. A lot of these people are creating things for themselves. Maybe some of them started out that way, or unless you're like a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, where you went to school and you're really getting a high salary. For the most part, you're not going to create a position of wealth just working that 9 to 5 job. For the most people, it's just not going to happen. So you have to take that money and invest it in something that's going to make more money. And I mean, if you want to follow the stock market, if you want to do whatever it is you want to do, if you want to flip cars, like there's so many different ways to flip money. But the thing is, figure out something that's really going to study something for about a year at least and spend a lot of time in it. Don't jump around from subject to subject. Invest your time in one thing for about a year. And then once you kind of get the understanding of it, because you did it every day for a year, you have a good sound understanding of it and how it works. And then even if you made a lot of failures, it'll start taking care of itself. It'll start building. And then you can reinvest that energy in something else now for a whole other year and then start building that up. Some things work synergistically together, like YouTube and vending. You can add YouTube to almost anything you're doing. You can go outside and talk about the weather every day or the clouds. And if you make it interesting enough, if you report the weather every day, you're going to get people that follow you. You can create a YouTube channel on almost anything. You just have to figure out what do you know a lot about and how can you make money from it. Me, I always want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for anybody else. I don't want to have to go show up at a job at this time every single day. I want to make my own hours. And then, when I work for other people, to go and work and show up for 8 hours, it's like, it's a pain in the butt. But when I work for myself, I can work for myself for 16, 18 hours straight and not get tired because I'm focused on my goal and I know that I can leave anytime I want. It's not like I have to be there to make that check. But that's how I think about it. The volume was fine initially. Okay, thanks. Much respect to you. Keep grinding. James Datu, smash that like button. Yeah, y'all hit that like button for me. Thank you, James Datu. Mumbles mumble. Where Ray is, he should be on here. Oh yeah, I don't know what Reyes has going on. He was on a live stream with us earlier, but like I say, my live stream was a complete catastrophe. Like I couldn't even get things going. But that's why I decided to come on here and go live right now. Just wanted to get in touch with everybody on here. My volume was max and I couldn't hear him well, but he guided. Okay. Have you ever invested in stocks? Yeah, I did. I've dibbled and dabbled with it a little bit. I did the NASDAQ. I never messed with mutuals or futures or any of that. So I followed it for a while and did some day trading. But it's not something that I wanted to I didn't feel like I was really I wasn't that interested in it. I was a little bit, but not completely. And I had other things. I was kind of all over the place back then. But I've kind of found some other things that I'm enjoying more. Maybe one day I'll invest in some stock markets again later. But right now I want to get as much of my money flipping as much as possible. I don't like the turnover rate is what it is at this point right now. What kind of computer did you get? Alienware. Okay. I'm losing track of the comments here. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? I think I jumped to the bottom. Okay, here we go. What's the best time to go locating? Because I work from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay, you know what? I don't think there is a best time. I think any time's a good time to go because there's always businesses open at different times. Maybe not like 1, 2, 3 in the morning or something like that, but anytime pretty much during work hours when most businesses are open. Um, if you can go out on the weekend and even get some weekend places, as soon as you get off work, between 4 and 5. As soon as you get off work, go looking between 4 and 6, 4 and 7, whatever businesses you see open, and just go in and ask. I would go whatever. I've been in the morning locating. I've been in the middle of the day, afternoon. I've been in the evening, and like I haven't noticed a difference on my time. It's just that sometimes you get locations, sometimes you don't. Make sure your ice cream doesn't come out like a shake. Lamp behind me is too bright. Is that better? Is the lighting better now? Water jug. I'm always drinking these water jugs, so y'all let me know if that light's better now. Do you advertise besides YouTube? What's your Instagram tag? My Instagram is Chrome Vending 2018. Actually, I think I changed it to 2019. Um, the E's are threes, and you'll find me on there. Hey, Mike. Hey, what's going on? Canon SL2. Okay, is that what it is, Farnsworth? The Canon SL2. I think that's the one I'm getting. Good cameras have good optical zoom, which is truer than a fuzzy digital zoom. Good frame rate options. I'd go for at least 1080p. Not an expert though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a 1080p. I was looking at some. The guy was telling me something about a 4K. Um, I guess that was the highest one, but they say it kind of fills up your computer. So not really sure 100%. I watch you every day and learn every single day. Thank you. Much love and support to your grind. KIY official. That's awesome. Thank you. KIY official. Shout out Farnsworthy Vending from KIY official also. So you hear that, Jamie? You got a shout out right there. My Vinstar 6000 sometime does not vend candy or less than it should. Can you give me a tip, please? Don't want to lose location or customer. Uh, Sometimes they're just gonna get stuck like that. Those Vinstars have plastic mechanisms, and sometimes as the candy wheel turns around and the candy falls in, sometimes it gets stuck. But just tell them put another 25 cents in there, and then they'll get the candy that they missed the first time. A lot of time, if there's ever issues with people losing money on there, when I come in, I give them like handfuls of candy and stuff like that too. So that's a good way to keep your locations. Always keep the people happy when you show up if there was ever any issues. Viewed this. Thank Meaty, one of the best reference YouTube channel for cameras, mics, lighting, etc. Gotta love free knowledge. Yeah, Sean Cannell. Yeah, I watch his channel pretty regularly. I'm always watching videos to try to learn and get better. And like I said, I was completely uneducated to technology when I started my YouTube channel. I just took my phone, I started filming, talking into the camera, and I started playing with a few editing apps, learning one little thing here, one little thing there. And I actually got to the point where I could do pretty much anything that I was trying to do with the editing system. But then I came back to the problem of the resolution. So now it's just to the point where I'm hitting 7,000 subscribers. So I just have to try to get the best possible quality that I can. So I really want to put out good quality videos. Okay, snack machines are hard. You lose a lot of product in. Yeah, definitely. Jamie knows about that. Uh, how's your ATM machine doing? Profitable? I haven't put the ATM machine the ATM machine up yet. Um, I have that ATM out in the where I have all my arcade machines, and I actually got it for me because I'm trying to do a business right now where I'm trying to create some kind of arcade. So that's the real reason that I actually got the ATM machine. I didn't actually get it to place it immediately, but when I go back out, I haven't had a chance to really get out and start looking for locations lately because I've been having a lot of things going on. But I'm gonna get back out there soon. As soon as I go out, I got to do a locating video. So I'm gonna get back out there and I'm gonna be going to locations, asking about getting machines located. I have a collection coming up, so I'm gonna have to do a video for that. But if I'm out and about and the opportunity presents itself and I can get an ATM location, then I'm definitely going to capitalize on it. I've been noticing I've been seeing a lot of them lately in a lot of convenience stores. So I may just try to get one up in a convenience store, even if it's a little mom and pop place, to see what I can do. And I noticed that over in Leesburg, which is not too far from here, it's about 40 minutes from here. They have in a lot of those convenience stores, they have a lot of coin pushers. So I'm gonna try to get some of my coin pushers out over there. If I can get a ATM, I saw a coin pusher right next to an ATM machine today, and I've seen, excuse me, I've seen quite a few of them lately. Now that I've been looking at the ATM machines more, need to dip out. Okay, awesome, man. Thanks for joining us. Okay, what do we have here? What is your favorite gumball machine brands? Um, I don't know. I started with the Vinstars, and for me, I know they're faulty in a lot of ways, like especially the flaps breaking because they're plastic. But you can get the stainless steel ones and not have to worry about it. I saw a guy made a video where he picked the whole machine up by the flap, and it didn't break at all just because those stainless steel flaps are so um, strong. But I don't know. I think whatever machine that you can afford, everybody's got different things that they like. A lot of people don't like the Vinstars. For me, they've done well. Mark Saito over there, he likes them as well. They make money, and maybe it's not a long term machine. I would say if you're starting, just get something, and then you kind of just learn from there. Just as long as it works, whatever works to go with. But as far as like quality, if you want to get something that's a metal machine rather than plastic, um, definitely Eagles, Oaks, Northwesterns, Beavers, all of those brands are good. You need several locations off the bat to see anything real. Well, it's all up to you to place the location. You know, nothing happens overnight. Any business is like that. Like this isn't a business you're just gonna put it up and all of a sudden you're making like wads of money the next day. You have to make your investment back. But that's anything that you do. If you buy into a Subway franchise and you put down like almost, I don't know, $75,000 just to buy into the franchise, how long do you think it's going to take before you make that money back? You're paying employees, you're buying products. Like some people take years to make their money back. The thing about vending, yeah, maybe you're not making a whole lot of money, and maybe how much are you really going to make off of some gumball or quarter turner machines? But the thing is, if you starting from the ground up and you don't really have a lot to invest, it's something you can invest in that you put out and you say, okay, this one brings me $30 a month. This one brings me $50 a month. This one brings me $17, $18 a month, give or take. This one over here brings me $90 a month. This one over here brings me like $12 a month. Like, so you have different locations that are doing, some are doing okay, some are not doing that great, some are doing really good. And it's not meant to make you rich, but it's meant to give you a little pocket money that you could take that and invest in maybe something else, a soda machine or something bigger. And then you put that out and then you start, you work your way up the ladder. And then once you start making a little extra money from these things aside from your job, you can start investing in some other things. Maybe you can flip some cars or, get involved in real estate as your money starts growing. Buy a house, flip a house, rent a house out. Real estate is where the majority of wealthy people in the United States made their money. So it's not all about getting rich overnight. So get that out of your head. If you think that you're gonna get invented and you're just trying to get some get rich quick scheme, like if things sound too good to be true, they are. This is not something that you could just develop overnight. But if you do it like over and over, or you already have money that you can put in and you buy a route that's already established, that's one of your fastest way into buying. But if you don't have any money to start with, you don't think that you're just going to get in and you're just going to start making the killing. Like usually it doesn't happen like that unless you're just real creative. It can happen. You just have to create avenues for yourself. Okay. 816 MOKC. If you find decent locations, as a general rule, if you can pull in $1 a day per location for your three head machine, that seems close to reasonable. Yeah, that's about right. About $30 a month. And that's about that's gross. That's what the average is. That's what the national average is for bulk vending is $30 a month. So about $1 a day. And that's gross. Me, I try to triple my money. So if I make $30 in a month, that means I made 20 profit and 10 goes back in the product. So, but there, I mean, every location is different. It all depends on the locations you get. You can get a location that goes crazy. You can get a location that makes you like $150 in a month. Like I've had locations like that. They're rare, but usually I just get the mom and pop places. So they do a little less. They make somewhere between like 20 and anywhere from 20 to 50, depending on like what kind of location you get. But you can pretty much shoot for about $30 a month gross. That's what you want to kind of aim for. If you got 10 locations, that's $300 a month. You're just making. Try to put if you have that many locations, 10, 20 locations, try to put them as close together as you can, because that way you're not driving way across town, spending gas and wasting time, going all over the place to pick up a little bit of change. The way that this works best is if you can saturate an area and get like plazas and get like go down this side of the street and ask all the businesses and then come back on the other side. And while you're in there, offer different types of machines. Don't just offer bulk candy machines. If you go into it, you mean to tell me if you go into a place and someone says that they want a soda machine and you don't have a soda machine, that you couldn't find one? Like if somebody tells me they need a soda machine and I don't have one, I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna look everywhere. I'm gonna try to find a place to find one. I'm gonna find one because I know that's money. That's an asset. I never want to sell my assets like that, especially soda machines, unless they're just not making money. Like it's not worth it. But if it's making money, who's gonna sell an asset that's making money? It's just another little account. And then once you take that money and you start building up, you can invest that into other things. All right, Farnsworthy, we got here. Peace out, Mike G. You the best. Okay, man. Per day, per location. What is this? Did you choose? What made you choose Chrome vending? Uh, Chrome. Chrome was a name I've had for a long time, so I just went along with that. Um, I mean, even for me, $1 a week is freaking raining cash for me because I don't even earn from anything right now. Yeah, but you want to do more than $1 a week, definitely. You want to set out as many as you can, but it's a start. Whatever you can do to start, anything you can do to start, man, just get started. You don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. Once a month collecting, unless extra busy there. Yeah, I do. When I collect, I do even longer. I used to do 30 days. Now I give it 45, 60 now. And this is bulk candy, bulk machines. Obviously, my full lines need more attention than that. So I'm there, like every 2 weeks at least. Big Chew. Cheers, Mike. Cheers. All right. Awesome. 37 watching, 27 likes. That's the best ratio I've seen. That's good. Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. I can't see the thumbs up button for some reason. I'm on this on my new computer. It's not really giving it to me. Let me see. I can't see. But I don't want to hit anything because I haven't figured this computer out yet. Okay, just left Mark's live. LOL. I didn't even get a chance to check out Mark's live. Let's see what Mark has going on live over there. Hey, Mike, I'm here. Matthew Corbett. All right, awesome, man. Yo, how have you been, Mike? How many boat machines you have working? Uh, I was up to like 100. I actually sold some off because I'm trying to make a transition into more full line. And a lot of my smaller locations I just didn't want to deal with anymore because it was taking up more time than what it was. I kept a lot of the good ones that were better. And now I'm trying to make this transition. Me and Mark over there, Mark Saito, we got some plans. We're trying to do some business together. So I've been talking a while about trying to figure out an arcade, and I've been trying to get the machines up for it. And me and Mark have been talking some good business. He's interested in kind of doing the same thing. So we're gonna see what we can get going. Uh, where's Mark's live? I want to see what Mark has going on. Mark just went off the air. Oh, I guess I just missed him then. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Mark was on there with us. Oh, you can't see that too bright. But yeah, Mark's got some good things going on over there. He took a different approach than I did. I started my business. I bought all the machines from people getting out of the business. I took them, cleaned them up, sold some, got a lot of my money back, and then went and placed the rest of them, found my own locations myself. Mark, he did it a little different. He had more money that he started with, so he went and found routes that were already for sale, full routes, and he went and just bought his routes. So it's different ways you can approach this business, and that's why I like getting on here and interviewing different people and talking to different vendors, so you can see how different people go about doing it. You know, I give you what I do and my experience, but I like to also speak with other types of vendors and different types of machines. That way, you can see different ways to approach it. Excuse me, because a lot of different people have different ways of going about doing things. So I definitely like to put that information on here for everybody. Do you recommend starting with plastic or metal machines? I say start with whatever you can get. It doesn't matter, whatever works. As long as it works, I started with plastic, but you can start with whatever you want. Actually, my first machine was actually a metal machine, but I wasn't serious with it yet. And then after that, I went and bought my first bulk amount of machines, which I bought 12 of them, and they were the plastic Vinstars. And I placed like 7 of those machines in the first 2 weeks, just going out here and there. So for me, that was a confidence builder, and it boosted me to keep going. It boosted my motivation to keep going, and I think that was the that's what really got me started. I just I just placed my first V line twin head today. Oh, that's awesome, man! So you got a location now. That's how it all starts. It's that first baby step. Chrome Bennett knows his stuff and works hard. Why I'm here, wandering Marine veteran. Awesome, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Um, I'm definitely learning. I'm definitely learning every day. I've been learning as much as I can about this business for the longest. So I learn with trial and error. I learn with other people I speak to, and I don't know all the answers. But one thing about me, I'm not scared to be wrong or try. And with that mentality, you can't help but be successful somewhere down the line. That's right. The rich use money as a tool to make more money. Sip Rodriguez, definitely. Hello. I don't see any of the questions he's asking. Are we on 2 different streams? This is under the chat. You got to go to the live chat. Who is that? 816 MOKC. I'm 15 and want to start a vending machine business. What is the best to start out with? You got to do what's affordable. I would say whatever you can afford. Outdoors 40, whatever you can afford. I don't know what your budget looks like. That's too vast of a question. Like, it's too ambiguous. It can be taken in so many different ways. But my advice to you would be whatever you can afford to get started. If you just want to create something, I would say just buy a machine and put it out. Whatever you can find, whatever you can afford, and something that works. Please check it to make sure it works, because you don't want to get a machine and get it home and then find out it doesn't work. and you don't even want to just go through all that. You may spend a few extra dollars and get a brand new one. Anybody who wants to get brand new machines, like I started with all used machines, but I noticed that that's not for everybody. If you want to get brand new machines, I actually found the cheapest single head, double head, and triple head machines that I could find online on Amazon, and I placed them on the links under the majority of my videos. I placed the link in the description section. So right at the bottom of the video, if you scroll it up, you'll see the description. Under there, I have links to brand new machines, and you might spend a few extra dollars, but you know you're getting a good piece of equipment. It's not gonna it's not gonna malfunction on you. It's gonna be functioning well, and you don't have to worry about some piece of junk that somebody's selling to you. So anybody who wants to start that way, there are single, double, and triple head machines that I put on the link. That way you can go there and check some of those out if that's something you're interested in. If you don't want to spend the extra couple dollars that it takes to buy new, Craigslist, Facebook, marketplace pages, Let Go, OfferUp, all those sites are really, really good to search for. There's always stuff on there. There's always people putting stuff up. He's at least 10 minutes behind on chat. It's that far back, making investment into a better camera for better quality for content. Trust me. Yes. You must have just came on. Let me see here. Family vending company. Guys, read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, yeah, that's Robert Kiyosaki. That's an excellent book. It will help you understand what Mike is talking about in reference to asset versus liability. Yeah, there are so many good books out there. I actually give you a good one. Everybody talks about Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody knows that book. There are actually a lot of good books that I've read that aren't as popular as that one. But if you want to read a really good book to understand finances and how to make your money work for you, read a book called The Wealthy Barber. It's a really good book. Um, it's almost like it's a fictitious story that the guy is actually making up about a barber and the way that he invests his money and creates wealth from for himself just by saving 10%. And I mean, there's a lot of good things. It talks about setting up wheels with your bank account, just so much good information. It's a really good book. So for anybody who really wants to understand finances, first of all, if you don't read, I would suggest that you at least try to read a little bit more. And you don't have to go crazy and try to read a book in a week if you're a slow reader. But get a book and get a piece of paper as a bookmark and put that bookmark in there. And if you read 3 pages, you know, your bookmark moves. And then the next day you read 5 pages. And then your bookmark moves. And then the next day you read maybe just 1 page. And then maybe the next day you read 7 pages. But that bookmark is moving every day. And you're acquiring and imbibing information. You're starting to learn. So, and that's what it takes, just learning a little bit on whatever it is that you want to pursue every single day. But definitely Rich Dad Poor Dad is an excellent book, not taking anything away from that. I've read my share of books. Um, there's another book called, let's see here. What book should I use? I got so many books in my head right now. I'm trying to think of a good one that might be empowering. Start Late, Finish Rich. Sometimes that's a really good book as well. Start Late, Finish Rich. For those of you who are readers out there, or even if you download the audio book, there's really good information in there. Taz G, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna call you later as soon as I get off of here. Hola. Okay, Brian was live on Facebook for about 30 minutes. Yeah, I know he went on Facebook. We couldn't get to the when we went live together, we couldn't get onto the YouTube. The only one who was really able to get up, I know for sure, was Mark. I don't know if Dominic was able to get live on his channel on Dominic Barbado, but I know definitely Mark went live, and he seems to be the only one who was able to get up. But we'll get it taken care of by next month when we go live again, all of us. I don't think Mike is paying any percentages on anything. No, I actually tried really hard to avoid all commissions when I was getting on more locations. So, that's something that I never was interested in doing. So I avoided all the commissions and I went in there with a different mentality to get my locations without commissions because it really doesn't make sense based on, I mean, you're already making quarters. So if you're making $30 a month, and this is if you're giving out the amount where you're tripling your money and you're making 20 profit on that, I mean, you got to think about, even though it's not super expensive, but you got gas, you have your you got wear and tear on your car, you have your insurance, you have your LLC, your business license, tax certificate, you have to pay taxes. Like, I mean, so, I mean, if you're doing all this already, like, you definitely don't want to be paying commissions on top of it. Because then it's like you're reducing your revenue. Every time you increase a cost, you reduce your revenue. And the way to become successful in business is to cut your costs and increase revenue. Figure out how to keep increasing your revenue while reducing your costs. And that's how you become successful in any business. Okay. Most of Robert K's books are good. Yeah, the guy, he's been pretty successful for himself. So you definitely want to follow people that are successful. I watch a lot of documentaries. I'm always watching documentaries on super successful people. They have a mental mindset, a mental focus that other people don't have. So if you want to be great, you have to create better habits for yourself. Figure out how to focus more than everybody else around you. Just start focusing. Start um start using your time more wisely. Stop wasting time. So many people waste time. They waste so much time on little things that you don't even realize. Stop wasting your time because every day you live is one day less. Don't wait till you're 60 years old and wake up and realize that you're going to a minimum wage job and you're just struggling to get by paycheck to paycheck. Try to figure out now. Do today what you don't want to do so you can do tomorrow what you do want to do. You got to focus on something that's going to create something for yourself. Focus, man. Thank you. So, Wendy's $1. Somebody donated $1 from Wendy's. Let me scroll down. Thank you, Wendy's, for the $1 donation for the super chat. Let me scroll back up now. So I know I'm kind of behind here. Oh, I got Dominic Barbados donated $2.99. Mike, you're the man. I'm just now seeing this. For some reason, I can't see. I wasn't able to see these super chats. Dominic Barbados. Y'all go check out Dominic Barbados' channel. He's a vendor up in New York. Y'all go look at, he's got a lot of good videos. He's just now recently been getting more serious with his vending channel. So he's going to be putting out good information for y'all. So if y'all want to go see a different vendor's mentality, he's definitely a good one to go check out. He's got good information. He's also got a book. Y'all check out the information on trying to get a hold of his book. The man is an author of, I believe, 18 different books. And that's what I'm talking about, not wasting your time. Like, this guy's a perfect example. He's got over 100 vending machine locations. He's written 8 books. He's got some e-commerce stuff going on. He's got a YouTube channel. Like, the guy's a straight entrepreneur. And I think he's 22. So, young man, he's got a lot of things going on. Y'all definitely go check out his channel. Another super chat donation down here. Wandering Marine Veteran, $2. Thank you, Wandering Marine Veteran. I appreciate it. I see you always commenting on here. Main reasons I should not and should vend. Question. Main reasons you should or should not vend. Let's see here. It's an extra source of income. That would be the reason I would say you should, to create another source of income. The main reason you should not vend, I don't know. I can't think of any reasons not to. That's why I'm doing it. If I could think of reasons not to do it, only thing I would say in that category of not to, you have to figure out what you don't want to do in vending. And I know that I don't want to have to deal with a lot of the issues of the snack machines. And I've been kind of realizing that lately. that I want to lean more towards the soda machines. So I'm trying to transition more towards soda and arcade just because I want to get away from some of that. But let me look here. Let me see if I could change this. Okay. No. Okay, Trey Herzog, you would earn hella more from soda machines. Definitely would. Okay, I'm gonna put them back over here. I'm trying to get my comments where I can see them better. Okay, let me scroll back up. Yeah, I'm reading some of the old comments, so I'm trying to catch back up. This is what Mike is talking about, investing wisely so you get something back out of those $3. Okay, definitely. This is a smart 299 investment, Dom. Yeah, definitely. Uh I go in there sometimes with Reyes is live. Sometimes when you're boosting a YouTube channel and you see a lot of people are going live, getting on there and doing a super chat, sometimes that'll boost your channel. I've done it on a few channels that have a lot more subscribers than I do. And it's just a way of, it's almost like an advertisement to get your channel a little bit of traffic. Um so it's definitely a good, you know, like I think the lowest you can donate is like 99 cents, like $1. So for $1, you get a shout out on a channel with like, especially people who have like millions of subscribers and like, and those people have like 20,000 people live on a super chat. It may be a good investment. I go on the channels that are bigger than mine, and a lot of time it's a good little way of getting out there, especially if you're trying to get your channel going. Okay, I like this family vending company. Vending machines are reliable employees that never call in sick. Definitely. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up a little faster here. Passive income. Hey, Mike, how viable is vending as a passive income in your honest opinion? Is it worth the initial investment? Ketosis with Joey. Ketosis. Okay. Um, so do you use the ketosis diet? Sound like we got a workout guy here. Um, in my honest opinion, as passive income. Now, my take on passive income, a lot of people who've been following me for a while, they know my take on passive income. Nothing is truly passive. Is very it's a very misconstrued term. Passive income is the way I look at passive income in the best light is you reduce the active work that you put in it and you make it as easy as possible because the only way something becomes truly passive is if you can do the work, put it out, and never have to worry about it again. It's just going to continue to generate money for you. Now, if you can figure out something that does that, you still had to put the initial work in, but like a YouTube video almost. If I edit a video, whether it takes me a couple minutes, a couple hours, a couple days, a couple weeks, whatever, once I finish editing the video and it's done and uploaded, every time somebody watches it, once I'm monetized and have advertisements on there, I will always get some form of money from it. Now that is almost a true passive income. If you record a song, you make a movie, you write a book, you put the initial work in and you put it out there. Every time somebody buys it, you get a royalty or you get a commission, like you get a percentage, and that's a true form of passive income for the most part. But you still had to put the work in. Vending machine is something similar, but you still have to maintain it. But the thing is, if you put out a vending machine, you know, I'm not saying you're going to make a whole lot of money from a vending machine. And if you put it in the wrong locations, you're probably not going to do that good. If you get them in great locations, you know, the potentials are great. It's all up to you to find good locations. And if you can do that, if you can do the work to find good locations, you're going to reap the rewards of finding those good locations. And yeah, it takes work. And you know, Maybe you don't want to deal with having to go and collect $30 or $50 or $10 from a bunch of little gumball machines. But you know, if you put them all up and you put them on a rotation of like every 45 days, and you take one day to go and collect from 20 gumball machines, and you have the opportunity to collect a few $100s in one day, like, I don't think that's a bad investment. And then once you start making some money from that, if you invest in some soda machines and you get quite a few of them out, you can really start making some good money. I know people that do really well and live off of the vending business alone, and they don't do any other business. So, I mean, it's all up to you and how deep you want to go with it. If you want to become a full time vendor, or if you just want to have a few little vending machines on the side to create for you what's passive income, because it doesn't occupy your whole schedule. You just have maybe 5 soda machines out. And then, every couple of weeks you can go check them, and you come in with a stack full of cash. So, I mean, that's my take on it. I'm trying to reduce my workload because now I have more YouTube videos to edit. So I'm really starting to try to focus on my videos a little more. I'm gonna start, you know, I'm gonna start transitioning into some other things on my channel as well. Like up to this point, it's been strictly vending, but I've been getting a lot of people who want to see more entrepreneur stuff. So I'm definitely going to start talking a little bit more about YouTube, how to create a YouTube brand, especially as my channel grows and I start making more money on there. Um, I definitely want to be able to put that out there for the people who want to, be able to create videos and just make some money from a YouTube video. If you can make, like I just made over $1,000 last month in January on YouTube advertisements alone. That's just the advertisements. There are all type of different ways you can get paid on YouTube. But imagine if you have 10 different sources, 10 different hustles, and each one is bringing you $1,000 or better. Like that's $10,000 a month. If you can find, that's what you want to do. You want to figure out ways to bring you income. I got income coming here. I got income coming here. I got income coming here. Income here. Income here. Income here. So you always have income coming in, and that's what builds stability. That's what I'm trying to build for myself. And every day I'm working harder to create more of these streams, and not just something that'll pay me $1,000 this month, and then next month it drops down to 200, and then maybe it goes back up to 400, and then maybe it drops back down to 100. I want a consistent, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 from each stream. But it's all about building it. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to put in the work. Okay, let's see here. Does anyone here have any of those fancy machines? I am thinking I want to invest in quality machines rather than quantity and develop from there. Yeah, it's so much, like I said, there's so many different ways that you can approach this business. Sometimes that's the best. I just invested in some full line machines with the air vent system and the credit card. And up until this point, I don't think that I've ever paid more than $300 for a machine, a full line machine, like snack or soda or combo. Now, and then I bought a machine one time before that I did have to invest a little bit more money. So I ended up spending like 150 fixing it up. So I ended up spending like 450 altogether. But I think that was the most that I spent on a full line machine up to date until I bought this guy's I'm buying into his route. I haven't bought them all yet. I just bought for now. I started out with the BMW location. I want to see how this air vent system works. When I go over here to do my collection this week, I'm going to see how everything's working out, see if it's something I enjoy, and if I want to continue and pursue the rest of the other 4 locations. I did a video where I walked around with him and we looked at the different locations. But I just want to kind of see what it does. But I paid the most that I paid. I paid over $1,000 for that location alone. Uh, but I just want to see how it's going to work out. And it's a newer machine, and I felt like I was really just paying for the machine. And I still got a break because it's a really nice machine. Let me see here. Okay. How long should someone wait to upgrade from candy to bigger and better vending ventures? I would say that's a timeline that you're gonna have to decide for yourself. A lot of time people wait too long, and a lot of time people jump too quick. But as long as you figure out where your budget is and what works for you, like you can make it happen. What I did was I had probably I might have had about but somewhere between 40 and 50 bulk machines when I went to the plumbing shop where I had one of my machines. And the business owner, he told me, he says, "Hey Mike, man, can you get any of those snack or soda machines, the big ones?" He said, "My guys are tearing through your little candy machine." So so I said, "Yeah, man, no problem." I started looking online and I had already been looking at a few, but I hadn't made the jump yet because I didn't know anything about it. And I had a buddy of mine at a gym who had one sitting out back that he had already spoken to me about selling. And once I got that word that they wanted a soda machine in there, I didn't hesitate. I went straight over there. I was like, "How much you want to sell this to me for?" I said, "Well, let me check it out." So I went and drilled out the lock. I did a video drilling out the lock. I got inside. I checked it. I plugged it in, make sure it worked. And it got cold. I didn't really know anything about it, but I just started checking everything. I started putting money in and I got everything to work. So I got a new lock. I put a new lock on it and I paid someone to help me move it back then and moved it straight over to the location, put it in, and that was my first full line machine. And then I went and got a snack machine, and then I started getting more machines. So, that's how my story went. That was my experience with it. You're gonna kind of have to try to decide what's the best thing for you. But I say as soon as you feel like you're ready to make that transition, then just jump in and go for it. I am just saving 5K for 40 machines. What kind of machines, Trey Herzog? 40 of what? What are you paying 5K for? 40 of what type of machines? Hey, how you been? How long have you been doing vending? Um, I bought my first vending machine. I don't know if it was the three-headed candy machine, and I bought it in the thrift shop. And it was either the end of 2015 or the beginning of 2016. And I want to say it was the end of 2015, like maybe around December. And I didn't know what I was doing. I took that machine, I kind of cleaned it out a little bit. I put some candy in it, and I took it with me everywhere I went. I didn't leave it anywhere. I would go work at the club. I take it and put it down in there. I work the whole night, and when I leave, I pick it up and I'm taking it with me. And then I go to my next job. I was working at the car wash. I take it to the car wash. I set it down, and then when I leave in the evening, I take it back with me again. And then I would take it with me over to the flea market when I worked over there one day because I was working 4 different jobs. I take it with me over there, set it down while I work, and when I leave, I take it back with me again. And I got it in the back of my car. The sun was hitting it. Candy started melting. I made some quarters, but like I ended up losing a lot of my candy because it just kept going bad and melting because it was in the back of my car. And finally, I threw all the candy away and I just let it sit out back on my patio. And one day, I got somebody offered me an opportunity to work like as a bouncer or security at another club that opened because I always worked in a bunch of different ones around my city. And I went over there and I asked the guy, I said, "Hey man, you don't got any food that you're serving in here really? Is it okay if I put my candy machine?" He said, "Yeah, go ahead." I put it in there and this time I left it. I just let it sit there for 4 weeks. And when I came back and opened it, like it was quarters everywhere. And it was it was $30.25 in quarters. And I was like, wow, that was like the first time that I actually had made something with it. So I said, okay, I'm gonna let that one sit there. I'm gonna start looking for some more machines. And from there I just built up, you know. But the thing is, you gotta leave them in a place. Don't be like I was taking it everywhere. But that's how I got into vending. And like I said, I bought it. It was like the end of 2005. It was like December or January of 2016, somewhere around there. And I didn't really get serious though till like late 2017. And then I started my YouTube channel November of 2017. That's when I uploaded my first video. And I just started uploading. I didn't think too much about it. I just kind of wanted to show my journey to see if I could create something with this little vending machine that I had. And I just wanted to see what would happen. Whether I failed or succeeded, I would have it all on camera. And I kind of gave my little format and experience of everything I did from the beginning. So if anybody wants to go back and watch any of those, how I started out, like that gives you pretty much from the beginning when I really started getting serious and buying bulk machines. What is your take on buying used soda machines on OfferUp? I've never actually bought anything on OfferUp or Let Go as far as machines. I don't think I have. I know I've looked on there quite a bit. I know that I've bought on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace pages, but I'm on like 40 different marketplace pages in my area. And then I have a lot of people who they know that I do vending in the area. I've already gotten to the part where to the point where everybody they just they already know me as the vending guy. So anytime they come across deals or things for vending machines, they send me messages. Hey, Mike, this is a machine that's for sale. You could try this one out. This might be something you're interested in. So I always thank everybody for even thinking to me and sending me those things. But any of those sites can be good. I just personally have never purchased anything on OfferUp. Quality instead of quantity. Sometimes that is what is best. When I started out, FBA, they said go wide and have lots of products. I actually went deep instead, found a product and sold lots of it. Sometimes that's your best bet. You don't have to deal with all the all the stuff in between when you go with the low quality. And I don't know, I would say necessarily you don't have to get the top quality, but don't go for the bottom of the bucket neither. Try to get somewhere in between. Pay a little more just to make sure you're getting a good quality product. Now, sure enough, you can find deals, but you just have to be careful. Hey, Mike G, when you're out filling your machines, do you listen to music or podcasts? Uh, Usually when I'm listening to music, a lot of time I'm looking for some music, maybe from my videos. But for the most part, I'm always trying to learn something. So I'm listening to either YouTube videos or documentaries, or I'm always looking at something that I can learn. I want to figure out how to make more money. So I'm always trying to be focused on how I can improve what I have going on. And right now, my biggest focus seems to be YouTube. I just want to make my videos better. Right now, I'm on my computer, so this webcam is what you're watching me on. I don't know how good it's coming out on whatever platform you're watching me on right now, but I'm definitely trying to improve that. My goal is to get a camera this month, and to get a couple microphones. So I'm gonna see how that works out. And like I said, I've already been testing out this Adobe Premiere. It's a lot harder for me right now than the system that I've been using. So that's why I haven't really put up videos as much as I used to, or as much as I had been, because the learning curve is difficult. And I'm really trying to figure out how to get these videos better. So yeah, I'm definitely just always trying to learn something new. So this guy on Craigslist has 7 machines, nice machines, soda snack combo already with locations, only 3,500. Okay, so that's like 500 per machine. 7 machines divided by 3,500. That's 500 per machine. So that's not bad if they're nice machines and they're already on location. Like I think that's a very doable. What you probably want to do in that situation is you want to ask the guy, does he pay commission? Because if you buy that route, you're buying that commission as well. So just make sure you ask the important questions, things like that, because that's a very important question. Uh, and what you might want to do is when you buy a route from someone, you probably want to get all your locks changed. Don't go with the same keys because most likely they have spare keys and they can probably still get into your machine. And if you're dealing with a stranger, you don't know what type of morals people have. So just be careful when you're buying stuff like that, machines. Anytime I get machines for somebody, I go in there, I pop the lock out, pull it out, and exchange it and put another one in. Even if I went and put it on another machine and sold it, that way I don't lose that lock. I still, I was able to make a move where I didn't have to go buy a brand new lock, so to speak. I could just switch locks around from different machines and then sell it. And then, you know, I have a new key for that location. And the guy will never know where his actual lock went. Uh, get 5 for 8 each on Craigslist. Okay, let's see here. 2 hour drive. 2 hour drive from my house. Uh, okay. It's a 2 hour drive from my house though. And to be honest, I don't think I can afford that 3,500 up front. Maybe what you could do is you can give them half of it or a percentage of it. Give them 1,000 or, you know, figure out, you got what it's up to you to figure out how you want to make the deal work. Don't just say, oh, I don't have the $3,500. I'm out of the deal. When you think like that, you can never be successful thinking like that. You have to figure out how you can make it happen. Uh-oh, I got a $5 donation here. Now I see it pop up. Is that Thomas Cass? Yep. I wish I could mark this. Let me scroll back down. Thomas Cass, 20 quarters for the Vending Man's GoPro. Hey, awesome, man. I appreciate it, man. Actually, instead of getting a GoPro, I'm going to get a Canon. That's what I've been looking at. So I think I'm going to get a really nice quality one because I don't want to play with it anymore. I want to get something really, really nice this time. I want to put up good quality videos. I know that's the only way I'm really going to grow is to take it super serious. But okay, let me scroll back and see what comment I was looking at. Okay, I can't find it now. Quick Play. What's going on, man? Quick Play. Quick Play. If you're on here, y'all go check out channel Quick Play. He got in touch with me recently, and he's got a channel on YouTube. He's got a bunch of arcade machines, and he's trying to grow his channel. So anybody who's interested in checking out some arcade machines and figuring out what he has going on, he actually just recently started his channel about his arcade business. But I see him blowing up real quick. He's going to make things happen really quick. Y'all go check him out if y'all want to learn about placing arcade machines in different businesses, because those seem to bring a lot more than just the quarter bulk candy machines. So anybody who wants to invest a little more, y'all can go check him out. Maybe I'll do a collaboration with them sometime soon, see how they got started, how, you know, what type of investment they made to get their business going, how they ended up getting their locations. But y'all definitely go check out Quick Play. And that's spelled Quick with Quik, excuse me, no C. Okay, let's see here. 4-Hour Work Week. Yep, that's a good book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, good book. Uh-oh, Mark's here. He's way behind on chat. LOL. Yeah, I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to get to, I can't catch every little comment, but I'm trying to get to the ones that seem to be the most legitimate. Okay. I got the idea of my vending business is from Claw Kicker. His videos inspired me to have my business. Yeah, man. Claw Kicker, he's got a great channel. He's really put a lot of work over the years on his channel. I was watching him live the other day. A lot of people that I like to watch in vending when they go live, I try to send them a little super chat here and there to help boost up my subscribers on my channel, and also it's good for their channel. But I went on there. Claw Kicker's actually subscribed to my channel. He was saying it on his live stream the other day. He's been subscribed to my channel for a while. But maybe one of these days I'll be able to get in touch with him and do a collaboration with him as my channel gets a little bigger. I like what he has going on over there. I like the arcade idea, and it's definitely something that I want to do myself. Dang, Mike laying down some mindset fire right here. Glad I subscribed. Couch Money Man is awesome, man. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Mike Benedito, I've already done all this. Okay. Done all of what exactly? Made money? Done a vending business? YouTube? I don't know if he's answering somebody else's question. Flipping Profit. What's up, Mark Sido? Okay. Mark's on. Mark, where you at, Mark? I'm going to have to catch up. I know I'm way behind. Wow. How you get locations without giving up a commission? Jim was right. I'm in shock. Uh, I don't know, man. I have it in my mind that when I go in, I'm gonna get the location, and commission is not something that I want to give up. So when I go in there, I just pretty much break down if the bulk vending average, if the national bulk vending average is $30 a month, by the time I make my, I make 66% of that. I make 2/3 of that. $10 goes back in. Even if I gave them 10% of gross, that's $3 a month. Like most business owners aren't even thinking about that. Like $3 plus I tell them, listen, I have to pay taxes for my business. You know, I'm associated with a charity. Now, I don't do this only for a charity, so don't get the misconception that I'm putting up my vending machine and everything that comes out of it goes to a charity, because that's not the fact. I do this because this is my business, but I do have to pay taxes. So instead of paying the taxes to the government, I go and donate it to the charity because I attend that charity every year and have for the past 5 years. Every Christmas, it's called Feed 42, where we feed 42 indigent families. I'd rather donate the money from my business to there instead of giving it to the government, the federal government, when I don't know what happens to the money. At least I see what happens to the money when I donate it to the Feed 42, and I get a tax write off. So a lot of time when people feel like they're helping or donating, they're more likely to do it. People feel like they're donating without having to come out of their pocket. So instead of donating, you let me put this machine right here, and it does help to go towards the proceeds of a charitable cause, and especially a local one. So a lot of people like that. So sometimes I use that. Um, Sometimes I just go in and I explain what is the value of them having the business, having this machine there. It's good when you have kids come in. It's an incentive for the kids to sit down and be quiet, not to act up. Sometimes it's good for your employees when they want a snack. Sometimes it's good for your customers. You just got to create. You really got to create the quality there. What's up, Mike G. Lewis here from Vend Everything. You name it, we vend it. Okay, that's awesome, man. I like to get involved in a whole bunch of different types of machines also. So I don't just stick with one type. If it's a machine I want to try out, I go test it out and you know put it on here, test it out for everybody to see what happens with it. Okay, hey Mike, can you explain the vending certificate license legal work and how it works? Thanks. The vending certificate license. Okay, what I think you're talking about is the your tax certificate, and I don't know how it works in every other state, but I know I don't even know how it works all through Florida. I just know that in my county, and each county is different. I have a couple different counties, but I know in the counties here where I have my vending machines that I have to pay $3 for each individual machine, and it lasts an entire year. And that's not a calendar year, so that's like if you buy it in June 3rd, it doesn't last all the way to June 2nd of the next year. It lasts. It's like a fiscal year or something. It comes all the way to like September something, like the middle of September, and then that's when you have to repay again. But I always get a mail from the tax office for my taxes, and nothing is different. It's the same thing when I did my vending business. So last year, when it was time for me to renew, they sent it to me a few months early. They sent it to me probably like in July, and I was supposed to re up in September. So I guess about like maybe 3 months prior, they'll send you a notification. Hey, you're coming upon your time that you're gonna want to renew your license. Uh, so you just go in there and let's say that let's say you start out with 5 machines. This was my situation anyway, and you pay $3 per machine. So now you pay $15, and that lasts you all the way to the following September. And it don't matter if you go out and you get 200 new machines. You don't have to pay for those 200 new machines until you go back to following September. And you had 5 machines. Now you picked up 200 over the year. Now you got 205 machines. You multiply that number times 3 because it's $3 each. So now you have $615 that you have to pay for $3 to cover each one of those machines. And that serves as your business license, that tax certificate paper in your county. Now you want to get insurance just to be covered in the LLC, and that's that you just have to do for yourself. You go online and look up an LLC, and then you fill out all of it self-explanatory. You just fill out the paper, and then they'll send it to you. You'll get your receipt, and then they'll send you your EIN number for the federal taxes and everything. Find an insurance provider. Go to a bunch of insurance companies. You could probably go to the one that insures your car. If you got car insurance, go to your car insurance provider. If you got homeowners insurance, go to them and see if they can provide a policy for you. And don't just go to one person. Go to maybe 3 different ones and try to get a quote. It's free to get a quote, and go with the one that you like the most. But yeah, it's all pretty simple, man. Just start asking questions, and you'll get all the answers that you need. Okay. There is so there is such what? There is such of passive income. I have 100% passive income. You just make a lot less. That's the catch. Yeah, I mean, if you got money to invest in things, you can invest. Like you can invest in a business and they do all the work, but you're going to get a percentage off of your money. And that's a true passive income. There are ways that passive income, it does exist, but you have to have money already. It doesn't start just like from nothing. You have to already have money to invest in something. And once you do that, you can make things happen. You can loan somebody money and then they pay you back. But I guess you got to kind of deal with the legal issues of loan sharking. But there's so many different ways that you can create something. You can go into contracts, and as long as you pay taxes on stuff, a lot of times you're good. Totally agree with your take on passive income. I have a few, but probably won't make much on them, since the wife will probably get half of that if she files. You could take money and you can invest. You can get some kind of I don't know, go to your bank and get a banker to invest some of your money for you. A lot of time those investors can invest your money, and you'll get a percent. Maybe you get like 6% or 8%, 11%, whatever it is. And it's something, but it's not. Think about how much money you have tied up in there to really make anything. I don't know. To me, that's not the smartest way to have your money invested. But to each person their own. If you want to go with that source of passive income, where you invest $60,000 to maybe make 1,000, I don't know. I just think there are better ways to invest your money. And maybe you do have to work a little harder, but nobody should be scared of hard work. Why is everybody scared to do a little work? Like everybody wants to just have passive income falling in their lap. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. You have to create it for yourself. I have 2 ebooks out that's passive income. Yeah, see, but you had to put in the work to do it. But once it's done, now anytime it sells, it's money in your pocket. So I just want to explain that you have to put in that initial work. And once you put in that initial work, then it pays off. It's all worth it in the long run. For 8.5 months, I ain't make a penny off of any of my YouTube videos. And I was putting up 2, 3, 4 a week sometime, 5 a week sometime. And my videos, they definitely weren't that great back then. And still the quality is not the best, but at least I've learned a lot on there, and I know it's improving. So as long as I'm making improvement, I'm content with that. And I just have to keep improving. Okay, but you had to put in the work first, right? Definitely. Appreciate the energy you are putting out in this world. One tip for your vending: set up some kind of feedback system where your customers can ask for specific snacks they want. Yeah, what I do is I have I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the suggestion. What I have is a suggestion box a lot of time. So at my locations, people can leave suggestions there. A lot of time people don't even use them, but at least it's there. So people have the opportunity to put it there. But a lot of time people don't even use them. But that is a good point that you bring up, and that's something that you can do. Just put a little suggestion box there for people to put suggestions in. What I really do is, instead of doing that, even though I have that there as an option, what I seem to see uh, be more successful is when I see people around when I go in, I just ask people, do you like the things that are in the machine, or what type of snacks do you like? What type of snacks would you like to see in the machine? Things like that, and then people will give you their honest feedback, things they like to eat. What type of products would you like to see in the machine more of? That you would like to get. And people, they start telling you, and then you could try those things if you feel like it'll be lucrative, or you can go a different route. What's up? I stay watching you. You inspire me to make my own business. Kano's Vending, located in Florida. Lighted Up Gaming one. Awesome, man. That's good to know that a lot of people are getting started in the vending business. Just any type of business in general. I just show y'all what I do with my vending business. Now, it's an opportunity. If you want to start a vending business, you can look at what I do and some of my experiences. But I'm not just like trying to push vending on everybody. I just show you what I do. If you want to do it, it's cool. But the one thing that I want to try to get across to anybody who watches me is create something for yourself to get away from the rat race, to get away from that 9 to 5 job. And if you can do that, like, you're already setting yourself up to be ahead of everybody else, and to setting yourself up for the future. Because I'm definitely going to be successful. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. I'm going to be having multiple streams of income really coming in soon, because I've been putting a lot of work in on it, and I see it really starting to pay off. Even though they're still not where I want them to be yet, I see the numbers are really growing and climbing in each one of my businesses. And that's all I wanted from the beginning, was just to continue to make each one of my businesses pay me more and more. Okay, let's see here. Is this your only job, vending? Nah, Cody, Daryl, this isn't my only job. I got a lot of different things going on, but I'm always looking to add more too. Okay, let's see here. Whatever happened to the ATMs you bought? Uh, one of them I actually sold, and the other one I kept, and I'm actually holding on to that one because I actually bought it for the arcade that I've been talking about that I'm trying to set up. But if I find a location for it and I can get it, you know, up and running, something like that, then I'll place it. But for the most part, I actually bought it for myself for the location I was gonna get, and to play around with it and see what I can do. I got it such a cheap price anyway. It was like I got them both for a few $100. So like, and I sold one of them. So, and then the video I made on it I already paid for the machine. So it's like I got it for free pretty much. But I've definitely been out looking at locations more for ATMs. Not sure if I will even go with that machine, but I'll let y'all know. Definitely, I will be doing some update videos on the ATM. Whether I place that one or a brand new one or another type of ATM, I'll definitely let you know, because I definitely would like to get into some ATM machine locations. I just did a interview with Carrie Buck not too long ago, and I got to work on editing that video and putting that together, because she's been doing it since 2009, and she's been coaching since 2011. So she has over 10 years under her belt, and I really learned a lot speaking with her about it. Okay, okay, raw deal. Hey, Chrome, do you get your snack or soda machines located without a commission deal, or is that only bulk candy? Actually, all of my machines, every single one of them, no matter what type of machine I have on location, I don't pay commission at any of them. Now, I would. consider a small commission for a full line machine, snack, soda, combo machine, things like that, an arcade machine, those type of things I would consider a commission, but it would have to be very small. I would never go over 10%. If I did, um, not really sure how I would go about the commission thing. But like I say, I always try to avoid it. I always try to create some other form of value. And if you can create another form of value for the people, if you can create marketing, advertisement, like I offer a lot of things. I tell them I have my YouTube channel, especially as it grows bigger and bigger. Like a lot of people are just going to want to get marketing from the audience that I have on YouTube. So that's another reason that I'm creating my brand on YouTube, because it's going to help me to avoid commissions and even create more forms of income in the future, not just for ad revenue. Okay. Okay. I watch Chrome and Reyes. Yeah, Reyes, that's my man over there. Reyes is doing big things. His channel was where mine is last year this time. So that's really good inspiration for me. I see that he's doing good. He's really figured out how to take his channel off, and I'm trying to get mine to the point where I can take mine off. I know it's gonna take me upgrading my quality, and that's why I'm taking those steps to do that right now. Chrome, you like coin shooters? I was supposed to get one. I had actually spoken with Brian LaRue from Vending Nation. He was going to send me one, but I don't know what happened. It never went through. So I never actually got one. But I've seen some people that actually had some pretty good luck with them, and I've seen some people who made a lot of comments that they're garbage and not any good. And but I guess it's all how you take it. It's all what you decide to do with it. So some people have bad luck and they don't want to go any further with it. And some people, they keep trying till they get a good location and they have a good result. Bought a set of machines and upgraded them. It improved my sales by $100 a month from the one small change. Awesome. Okay, so the best way is just to do a Google of U-turn. They're a pain in the butt. Yeah, I know a guy who has 600 of those U-turn machines, and him and his wife do the business full time, and that's all they do. He lives in a nice house down south in South Florida. Uh, Drives a Benz. Like, I mean, he's doing pretty good with it. So it's all what you decide to do with it. Um, Good evening, Mr. G. Do you recommend gumballs to start out in terms of product, expiration, or bulk candy? It all really depends on how passive you want to make it. If you want to set up in my experience, if you want to turn your money faster, I don't think that gumballs is a fast turner. I mean, it hasn't been in my experience. Candy flips way faster and sells. Uh, the good thing about gumballs though is gumballs will be your highest profit margin, and their shelf life is the longest. They last a long time. They can last up. You could leave it there for a year and they'll still be good. Uh, Not always, but I'm just saying like sometimes it could go bad depending on the weather, whatever. But for the most part, the gumballs have a very long shelf life. You could put a gumball machine and let it sit there for 6 months and don't have to go check it. So if you want to do more truly passive income, then I would say put up the gumballs and let them sit for like months at a time. If you want to try to flip your money faster, go with the candy because it'll sell faster, but then you'll have to work more. So it's not really passive, it'll be more active. Me, I wanted to flip my money more, so I went with the candy. I wanted it to flip faster. So now I'm trying to move over and transition into the full line because I actually just want to see the money flip faster. So it all depends on what kind of like what you want to do. Okay, let's see here. Amazon has 1080 webcams for 30 bucks. Yeah, but how good are they? Like I don't want to just buy something because it's cheap and then it's no good. I would want to get a good quality camera. I don't think I'm going to find anything for less than, a couple $100 that's not used. and then use you deal with the issues of whatever could be wrong with it. I'm saving up for a Canon as well. A DSLR is what they say is best for vlogs. Yeah, somebody told me about one of those. I think it was Jamie that said that. Jamie's about to upgrade from Farnsworthy Vending. He's getting a new computer, he's getting a new camera, and he's getting two new microphones, and he's getting a tripod. He's getting a lot of good equipment to upgrade. And I spoke with him about it because I was going to get, I was going to jump on the same bandwagon and get the same stuff. But I don't think I'm going to take my computer back because I like how fast this uploads. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's got the terabyte. It really uploads really fast. So I think I'm just going to stick with this one, even though it costs a lot more. But I'm definitely going to get the good camera, and I'm going to take it from there. But it might take a while to get my videos to the point where I really want them to be at. Okay, I wouldn't go with the DSLR. They're very bulky and inefficient for a one-person handheld. A camcorder is your best bet. Either Canon or Sony. What about Nikon? I know a lot of people like Nikon too. I'm going to go with the Canon. I think I've already made up my mind. To everyone who tells people vending is dying and they shouldn't get into the business, I think it's the exact opposite, and you're going to see more of a shift like the Japanese use them. Yeah, definitely. If y'all ever watch any of those Japanese mystery box vending machines, they have so many vending machines in Japan right now. Like it's like a wave, it's like a craze over there. They have these videos online, people getting millions of views just playing those mystery box machines. So, I mean, there's so many different types of ways to tap into this. Alex Codaverdian. Hey, Mike, love your videos. You have a great heart. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I try. Thanks for the cam info. It's been a debate in my head for a while. Hey, Jesus. Okay. Okay. What's up, Mike G? Lewis here from uh you name it, we vended. Okay, I think I already saw this. Hey, I'm 16 and I just started vending in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have one soda machine, Ultra Vending. I was wondering if you have tips for talking to the owners of the business I want to place it in. Mitchell Bauer. Uh, yeah, just go in and tell them you're a local vendor and you'd like to. First of all, what type of location is it? You know, it all depends on what kind of location it is. But just go in there and start a conversation with them. Tell them, hey, my name is Mitchell. The name of my company is so and so, and I'm a local vendor, and I put out vending machines in different areas free of charge. I maintain it. I do the maintenance myself. I come back every week or so, sometimes every 2 weeks, depending on how fast the product moves. And I'll supply it and fill it and take care of it for you for free if you'd be interested in having it here. What are your thoughts? Would you be interested in having a soda machine here? And you just provide all the value you think it'll create for that business. Okay, very smart. Change your locks out on machines that are already located. Mike has solid advice. Yeah, I mean, I try to think of points that I can when I come across them, because you just definitely never know who's out there and what people are thinking. So usually people have multiple keys. Like I have multiple keys for my vending machines. I don't ever want to have to deal with losing a key or a key breaking or a lock getting jammed or something. And I don't have a key or a way to get in. I like helping people. I wouldn't mind being a guest on your channel, Mike G. TM guy. Okay, man. I tell you what, message me on my Facebook page on Michael Crone, and we'll definitely talk about setting something up, man. I started over 2 years ago. Now I'm flying with the same location. Picked it up. It was doing about 200 a month. Now it does over 400. You know what? I had a location like that started out really slow. And then as the people got to know me and more people got to know that it was in there, it started really picking up. So that definitely makes a lot of sense. Plus, you can change the products out as you learn, kind of like what's selling faster. And it's all a learning experience. What's selling faster, what's kind of not. Um, Let me see here. Did you ever end up buying those locations you were looking at? I got one of them, the BMW. Um, the others are still kind of in limbo. I gotta see kind of like how I like the air vent system, how it turns out. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, but not 100% on buying the whole all 5 routes yet. There's still 4 others. I like it. I like the idea of it, but I kind of want to see how the air vent system works out first. I like to test things out before I just jump in. So we're gonna see what happens with it. My man, you got your technical difficulties sorted, I see. No, not really. It's pretty easy for me to go live by myself. But the issue that I had, who is that? Eric who? The issue that I had was that I was on 3 different platforms. I was on a Zoom call with all the other vendors. I was on OBS trying to transport it, so that we could all stream through there. And then I'm trying to stream through YouTube. So having the 3, and it was all being hosted by Jamie's channel, and he had a bad reception. So for some reason, that on top of when I listed my video to go live at 7, somehow it always jumps me from 7 o'clock Eastern time to 7 o'clock Western time, or to maybe it's Central time, but it puts me a few hours behind, and my video didn't go live for that purpose. So I just canceled it off of there. I deleted it. I was frustrated. I didn't want to let it mess up my night because I had already planned to go live. So, anyways, after about almost an hour of messing with it, I cut everything off and I went back on the feed. And then you can catch everything on Mark's channel, what everybody was saying. I missed half of the live video, so I got to go back and see what was going on because I was so much concentrating on trying to get all the technical difficulties right. Um, I'm not the best with technical stuff, but I'm not scared to try neither. And I'm learning a lot right now. Like I said, before I started my YouTube channel, I had literally no experience on computers. So I'm still kind of learning about them. And even when I did start my YouTube channel, I did everything from my phone. I edited all my videos right here on my phone. And now I'm just getting to the point where I got the Adobe on a new computer. So I'm really trying to dive in. And I want to see other people do the same thing. Take a chance, dive into something, get out of your comfort zone. That's the only way you're going to make improvement. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. And when you do that, that's when you'll see a change in your life. I like Chrome's hard work attitude from Check It Out. Awesome. I mean, I try, man. I definitely want to work. I know I got to put in the work. I have to put in the work because that's the only way. Nobody's going to do it for me. Keep up the good work. Just started watching your videos last week. Awesome, man. Welcome to the channel. Joshua Martinez, I appreciate it. Is a gumball machine a good idea to start off? Gina Gaming. I think it is. I think any machine you can get to start out with just to get your feet wet to see if it's something you like. Maybe you'll place the first one quick, and when you go do your first collection and you see all the little quarters in there, it might excite you to go get another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then before you know it, you have a little route, and it's not like you have to sit there and maintain it. Like you put it up, and you forget about it for a month or two, and then maybe 60 days later, 2 months later, you go back, you make your collections, and then you take all that money, refill up the gum again, and then take whatever's left and go buy some more machines to put out. Now you're expanding your business, and it doesn't really take a lot of effort and time. You could do it like in an entire weekend, 1 weekend every 2 months. That means you work 6 times a year, and you could potentially make, thousands of dollars working 6 times a year. Like, I don't know why anybody would think that wasn't a good investment. But everybody, I mean, different people have different things. Different people are on different levels of finances. So what might be good for one person may not look too good for the other. Glad I caught this vid. I won't be offering commission on my bulk candy anymore. Yeah, I mean, try to avoid it at all costs. Me, I avoid it at all costs. I get people to ask every once in a while, do I get anything for having this machine in my business? And I tell them, well, it doesn't take electricity. It doesn't really cost anything. Uh, um, it only makes this much a month, usually give or take. I don't see it really doing a lot in this business. This is what I do, and sometimes they understand. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, just go ahead and place it, and usually it's not an issue. But you can do other things. You can be a patron or a customer of that business. People that do business with me, I like to do business with them. So if I have them in restaurants, I go eat at those restaurants. If I have it you know, in a salon or something, maybe I'll buy like a gift card for someone to get their nails done. Maybe get my girl to get her nails done or something, whatever. Like it's always different ways you can figure things out to make things happen. Uh, but yeah, try to avoid that commission at all costs. Okay. I work in the oil field and plan on buying a couple machines. Any suggestions on what kind of vending machines to start with? I mean, it's really up to you. It depends on your budget. You know, if you don't have a bigger budget and maybe you want to buy a smaller bulk route, that's cool. That works for some people. Some people don't want to get involved in the big full line machines because they feel like they're not technical. They don't want to have to deal with the issue. If something goes wrong, they got to pay a $75 service fee for somebody to come and fix the machine. And some people just don't want to deal with that. So maybe that's not something you want to do. Maybe you want to stick with the smaller machines. It's easy to take them in and take them out. The full line machine, you got to pay people to move them. You got to pay people to fix them. They're more expensive if something happens. You have things that can go bad in snack machines. Uh, but if you want to take the chance to deal with something that will make a little more money, and you want to deal with the full line machine, I would say deal with the soda machine. Start with the soda machines. But candy machine is how I started, and I can only give you my experience. I can't really give you advice on what you should or shouldn't do because everybody's different. But in my experience, I started with bulk machines, and then I worked my way up, and I just kind of learned my way into the business. So hopefully that helps you out, buddy. See if that, just see whatever you can get started with. I just started my vending company with a soda machine in Albuquerque, New Mexico. On Instagram, I was wondering what tips you have on asking the locations to put machines there. I think I already read that comment. Where can I get labels done when I decide to buy my first gumball machine? I actually have labels, stickers, sticker labels for all types of different products. So just message me on my Facebook page, Michael Crone, and that's Couch Money Madness, and I help you get straightened out, buddy. Okay, here we go. What if you randomly place them outside stores or building without asking? They're probably gonna get up and walk away, pretty much. Like I saw a guy who did that one time. He just walked into Walmart and placed one. I don't know how long it lasted because I never saw a follow through post on it. But I thought it was super funny and everybody was laughing. They said, how'd you get a Walmart location for your gumball machine? He said, I just walked in and put it down. But you got to be careful because a lot of those places like that, they have contracts with other vendors. And if any of those other vendors come through and see it, they're just going to remove your machine. But it's all up to you. If I'm 17, can I get a license? I'm not really sure about getting a business license at 17. I think you have to be at least 18. Maybe there's a possibility you can uh, if you have a guardian sign with you or something like that, or unless you get emancipated. But I'm not really sure what the legalities are, especially in your city and state. Ricardo Biswalt. Yo, sup, Chrome Vending. Sorry I'm late, but I got my pen and pad and ready to learn, brother. Okay, you may have to go back and I've been on here for about over 2 hours now, so I'm getting ready to close it down here in a minute. But we got a lot of good information if you want to go back and check out, some of the questions that I was answering. Um, I tried to get on earlier, it wasn't really going through good, and I was distracted working with my computer. So that's why I just decided to come on here. But I'll be back up. I try to go live usually twice a week. I've only been able to get on once this week because, like I said, I got this new system I've been working on getting my editing right with the Adobe Premiere Pro, and I've had some other things going on. But I'm gonna try to definitely always go live at least twice a week. Maybe I'll boost it up more than that if y'all want to see me boost it up more than that. And y'all let me know things y'all want to hear me talk about in some of my videos. I just did a video not too long ago about how I made over $1,000 on YouTube. So if anybody wants to see me start doing more videos on YouTube, how to make money on YouTube, y'all leave me a comment because I kind of want to know what people are thinking about. You ever try to get into colleges? Some individual dorm buildings might be up for it. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I've definitely talked to some apartments around some colleges, and I've talked to some schools, but I actually haven't tried in any colleges yet. But I still have a long way to go in my business. I'm just kind of taking it little by little, developing as it goes. But I'm definitely going to get a lot of good locations in the future, especially as my channel grows more and more, and YouTube starts paying me more. My vending machines pay me more. As everything starts giving me more money, that's more money to invest. So my quality of everything will go up. My machine quality will go up. My video quality will go up. My location quality will go up. Everything will go up. But right now, like, I'd rather invest that money back in my businesses. I left you a message on your Facebook. Please answer it when you get a chance. I will be working on the video tomorrow. Okay, definitely. I'm gonna take a look at my messages later on when I get off of here. Let's see what we got here. Top Secret Aquatics. Do you have to have a contract to use Coke or Pepsi machines? Is there any legal stuff to worry about? um, let's see here. I don't believe so. I've never seen anything on it, and I use them. I think that a lot of time once they leave the factory, as long as that serial number is, but usually like after 5 years or so, that serial number is already wiped off of their log books. So if it's a brand new machine within 5 years and it's stolen or something like that, then maybe it's an issue. But if it's an older machine, like over 5 years and it's been written off, then usually it's whoever the vendor was that had it is their property. And if they decided to sell it to somebody, then you should be good. But like I say, anytime you deal with it, you want to check for yourself what your regulations are and what machine you have. But that's just a good thing to check and to be on the lookout for. I like the collection and machine videos where you show off your job. There are tons of how to make money videos already, I think. Okay, definitely. Whoa, he is caught up. Yeah, I skipped a lot, trying to get down to the end because it was taking me too long. They were coming through. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. I appreciate everybody for coming on here with me, asking great questions, um, participating in this video feed with me. Uh, Good to be able to just give back because this also helps me to get paid on YouTube. So it's just going to help my vending machine route grow. It's going to help my vending videos get better. So y'all do me a favor before y'all go off of here. I see it's still 28 people on here. Do me a favor before you get off of here and hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. It actually helps me out. YouTube will boost my video up a little bit. But I thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to get off of here, and I'll see y'all next time. Make another video.